Yeah, Israel, no doubt. We are back. Listen to this. How shall dead men go down to Jehoshaphat? Everybody talks about the battle at Jehoshaphat. And niggas, basically try to bring smoke on other niggas, saying that they don't know what the fuck they talking about, or they don't understand what the fuck this is, and that all Israel gonna be called down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right, no doubt. That's what the scripture says. All right, well, let's get into it. The Most High said he will bring again the captivity of Judah, his people. Judah and Jerusalem. The place of the people is Jerusalem, all right? All right. It's not Israel. Joel 3. But we do know that the northern kingdom is known as Israel. All right? And yet, have they not been in the land of their fathers since Assyrian captivity? We know we can read about that in 2nd Esdras in the 3rd chapter. All right? But this battle that you niggas perceive to include even your ass must mean that niggas will have new bodies. For the current ones will most assuredly, at this time, have either faded away or waxed old. So the question becomes, well, how the fuck then is all Israel gonna go down to Jehoshaphat? If it's in the fleshly bodies, and most overwhelmingly all of Israel is dead, how then are they all gonna go down to Jehoshaphat? This is for you, Raptor News, and any other non-messianic motherfuckers who don't believe what the scriptures say. Now Daniel, in the 12th chapter, he testified that many shall awake from the dust of the earth. So, perhaps that's how all of these niggas that's dead will also go down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. The brothers and their mother testified also of such things, being that which were certain, they were certain upon, gave their life because they all had faith that they shall again live. The 7th chapter of 2nd Maccabees. All right, the brother said, "We shall live again." He didn't care that he was getting killed. See, now, because if all of this is physical, as you niggas contend and stress, if all this is physical as you know it, there will be required also a mode of transportation not readily known by men today to physically transport these niggas to Jehoshaphat. So, if you niggas say that Christ did not come back on the 3rd day like the testimony says, then how will these niggas go down to Jehoshaphat if they all dead? I'm listening. I want you to explain it to me. I know what the scripture says. I trust that. Like I said, what kind of mode of transportation will take all of the niggas that's alive on the earth today and bring them all over to the valley of Jehoshaphat? Because we went out all of these places on ships. What's going to bring them back down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, wherever in the hell that is? I dare any nigga to say he know where that is. Because the Most High didn't give directions on how to get there. Or you niggas must admit that the Most High shall work by also means that which we know not. That's how he gonna do this shit. Don't nobody know. So shut your mouth. That's what this video is about. Letting you understand, stop running your motherfucking mouth unless you have the answer to these questions. Now, the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Where is it, for one? And if that's the place, which the scripture says, so is no if, that's where all the brothers and sisters are going to come down to so the Most High can plead with these heathen. How are we going to get there? And if all of us, or mostly all of us, are dead, how the hell is this a physical thing? I'm listening. Because the Father said, Judah also shall fight. Right in the 14th chapter of Zechariah. So if all Judah, mostly for the most part, is dead, how the hell they going to fight? This is more that a nigga just running their motherfucking mouth type shit. Don't know what the fuck they talking about, but they steady running their mouth. You err not knowing the scriptures. On and on about the Battle of Jehoshaphat. The Valley of Jehoshaphat. On and on. Just running their motherfucking mouth. Don't know shit about it. I'm asking you critical questions. How, when mostly all Judah is dead, will the Most High call them down to the Valley of Jehoshaphat? Because this, for you non-Messianic motherfuckers, that's a problem for you. That Hamashiach died and came back on the third day. That was a problem for the brothers back then. They didn't believe that shit. It said, according to the scriptures, that he died and came back on the third day according to the scriptures. What scripture is that? I know Hosea in the 6th chapter is what that is. The brothers all spoke of how we shall live again. The prophets. So what the fuck we even speaking on Hebrew shit for then if you don't go by the scriptures? Said you must believe on Hamashiach as the scripture hath said. That's why you niggas don't believe on him. Because you don't know what the fuck the scripture said. That's how you found out you was Hebrews, that we were the nation of the Most High, didn't you? By the scripture, Deuteronomy 28th chapter. Now all of a sudden they don't mean what the fuck exactly they say, huh? Because you don't want to listen to it. I'm listening if somebody wants to help me out. Get understanding on how we're going down to the Valley of Jehoshaphat when almost all of us are already dead. You niggas help me out with that. Rap the News and non-Messianic motherfuckers. Help me out to understand that. Everybody talks about the Valley of Jehoshaphat and the battle that will ensue at that time in that place. First of all, where is that place? I'm listening. All right. So somebody get back to me and let me know. Edify me. All things are to be to the good for edifying. We know that. So edify me.